what else. You know the deal, don't you? You really do. Ain't no days off. Let's get to it now. We are running a little late though. So I wouldn't even say late. Like I'm not expected to be anywhere at any time, but we are later than I normally would be. So we are later in the morning than normal. That's all right though. That's all right though. What's cracking there, Ray? How's it going? Hello. Hello, Ray. Kumustaka. Oh, don't tell nobody about that, bro. It's like a between you and me type thing. Haha. Thank you, though. Thank you. How are you? Kumustaka. Kumustaka. I'm telling you, you got to erase those, bro. Both of those. Thank you, but you got to erase those. You can't be telling people about my birthday, bro. Even I don't celebrate my birthday. What is this? Rock solid. What's cracking, bro? And get you fixed up. Oh, yeah. All right. Oh, of course, sir. Of course. Thank you. Texas is recovering from it pouring down rain. It rained pretty good last night. Rained pretty good. Late happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you. Something that we don't discuss. Welcome to the world of men. We don't have birthdays. We just have days. Yeah, we needed it too, man. Oh, fucking everything's all brown and shit. Everything's all brown and shit. It's looking bad out there. I think we done been hit by army worms too. Army worms everywhere. What's up, Fox? Savage. What's up, yo? How are you? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. I know it's Labor Day, but I don't care. I'm going to work. Going to work. That's what I do. Really, I'm gonna be honest with y'all about something. All right, this is gonna be heartbreaking. But really, there ain't no days off. The Bills don't take a day off. I don't take a day off. There ain't no days off. Ain't no days off, bro. No days off. Vegas guy, every day is a day off for you. Yeah, yeah. You keep telling that story, bro. Keep telling that story. You know the government's gonna break, right? Oh shit, man. You better go do something else. Good morning, Kim. Good morning. Ann talks to me. What's up? and talks to you. I'll get down on my knees and give you some of that hard-earned labor. What's up, Ann? Kumustaka. Nice to see you. I'm sorry I didn't see you right away there. I wasn't really looking. How are you? Kumustaka. What's up? What's up, everybody? Y'all don't forget to link up with Rock Solid Passion. That dude likes rocks. Rocks. I was on his channel earlier looking at some big old rocks, bro. I was. Man, you listen, y'all gotta stop saying that out loud, bro. Y'all don't understand. You're gonna make me smile and blush all day. I ain't with it. Particularly against smiling and blushing all day. Yeah, y'all hook up with Rock Solid, man. That's my dude. He's got the rocks. Rock Solid, you know what? I'm gonna be honest, man. I've never seen so many people looking at rocks before. I was in there, and I think there was like 230 folks staring at a spread of rocks. This was like 3 streams ago or something. I can't tell you exactly when it was, maybe a week or two. And I swear to God, I scrolled in. There was like 300 people, and we was all staring dead ass at some rocks. Hello. Hello. Dlamini. I don't know how to pronounce that, but hello. Welcome. Oh, it maxed out at 280. Yeah, nah, dude, I was in there and I was like, those are some sweet rocks. Everybody's like completely fixated on these rocks. That's good stuff. That was good stuff. Good stuff. Signal's probably about to cut out. It always does it at this red light. This red light is bullshit. Bullshit red light. I can't seem to get the haze out of the screen today. Let me wipe my nasty fingers on it. Nope. I'm going to like try to clean the inside of my window or something here. Try to do that while I get some gas. We'll see if they got some like paper towels or something. What's up, Ann? How goes it? How are you, Ann? Monday night, you doing the barbecue thing? Doing the barbecue? Do the barbecue. Do the barbecue. We're gonna go check on our property out west, make sure that nobody had like Sunday fun day on the walls. And then we're gonna go build a desk at one of the locations and get that off the agenda. We got a new accountant coming in to assist us with some shortcomings from our old accountant. Ah, yes, here we go. Getting the gas. Getting the gas. What's up, people? Hello. Hello, mates. Let's get gasoline. 24 gallons of it. Nah, it should be like 22. It might be like 21 and a half or something. 21. Let's go. Let's do this. $2.86 a gallon, Fort Worth, Texas. We're at $2.86 a gallon, Fort Worth, Texas. Let's go. 20 some odd gallons. What y'all up to? What are you doing? There's 6 people in the house, 5 likes. There's a differential going on. Somebody, oh yeah, look, that's better. 5 in the house with 6 likes, that's better. I like that. What's up, people? What are we doing today? What has happened to chat? Did chat break? Yep, chat was broke. Don't blush. Oh my gosh. And broke my chat. Nope, we are not selling tonight. Maybe tomorrow. Rock solid passion. Have a great day, my friend. All right, thank you, sir. Where are you going to, Mr. Gray? I'm going out west. Do not blush too much today. I'm going to try not to. We're going to go out west, check on the property, get it cleaned up real quick. Then we're going to come back. We're going to build a desk. I'm going to do so on the live. Excuse me, on the live stream. I'm about to get me some hot chocolate too. Some hot chocolate. That's right. Maybe not. Maybe cold chocolate milk. I don't know. It's going to be chocolate something though. I'm not sweet enough today. I suppose it's great. It's just another day, really. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Let's get to it now. Hello, Arky. Hello. Hope you're doing good. I am. Another fantastic day in paradise. Let's get to it. Ooh, it smells just like gasoline. Does anybody else like the smell of gasoline? Do you like the smell of gasoline? I actually like the smell of gasoline. And we got 21.881 gallons. I was very, very close. 21 and a half, 22 was my guess. On the road again. Pogs was cracking. What's up, Angel? How are you? Hope you're doing good. We are at work again. Yes, we are. I love being at work, bro. That's my favorite thing to do. Not that I have something else to do. I might have a different favorite thing to do if I had something else to do. Razga, what's happening? Muhammad Al Razga. Bro, Hector, what's cracking? Hello. Man, it's a fantastic day. You know it, bro. You know it. Indonesia. Hello, Indo. Hello. There you go. Got you fixed up there. And today is Labor Day. And I gotta tell you, the days that I worry about the buildings the most are the holidays. Those are like the days that I'm like, oh no, bro. Oh no. And I gotta go check the buildings because if I don't, my soul will eat me alive. It's true. The entire time that I don't go there, I worry about the buildings. Only the entire time. Betty Galasso, hello. Yeah, working holiday, man. Ain't no days off, bro. Ain't no days off. Who told you there were days off, man? When do they apply? When do the bills take a day off? Like the mortgage is like, ah ha ha, you get a free day. But that's not true, is it? It's only us who take the days off, bro. Like the sun, the animals, eating, none of that shit takes the day off, bro. It's just us. It's just us being counterproductive shit. Some people got a lot of days off, bro. Me, as long as I have bills, I don't think there's a day off, man. As long as I have bills, I don't think there's a day off. I don't see no point in it anyway. You want to know what's worse? I don't get no extra money for this shit. Someone was saying yesterday, they was like, oh yeah, get some of that holiday pay. Was that like double time? It's nothing. I can choose not to go to work today. I can choose to go to work today. Your side hustle. What's your side hustle? I think so too. I think kings would be the way to live in the Philippines, bro. It's my ultimate plan. What's up, Kuya Willie? Kuya Willie, kumusta ka? Yeah, I'll probably try to do a little shopping or something. That's like the American thing to do, right? Labor Day, better do some shopping. Now I think I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna knock out that desk. I'm gonna go home and I want to build a massive city in City Skylines, the video game. Get turned up 100. What? Gangsta Sawi. Sawi, what's up, yo? What are you doing? I'm good, man. I'm good. Good. I'm fantastic. Pretty much sucks for everybody. You ever been around somebody that was just like awesome? You're like, fuck this guy, man. Mostly speaking, that's me. I'm the fuck that guy, dude. That's what happens when you're like super excited and happy. There's nothing to actually be happy about or excited about, but I'm just that guy that just carries it that way. Oh God, some people hate that shit. I used to have a boss that hated that shit. Oh my God. I worked at a sign company for almost 5 years. Really enjoyed signs. I used to be able to do artwork and bring it to life and stuff. It was very cool, very fun. Didn't pay all that well, but it was very fun. So the boss over there was like a raging chick, bro. She was like always angry, always. And so like you could not go in there and say good morning or anything like that because this chick was always raging, bro. She was the boss too. So it makes kind of a unique scenario when your boss is like super shitty. 5 years I had to quit that place. Was found underneath it. What are you talking about? I know that I keep hearing a bunch about the shoplifting here in America, bro. And we're starting to push back. Ain't nobody happy about that shit. Trump was like, you want to rob our stores and shit? You want to kill people in the streets? That's cool. I'll cut all the EBT and all the housing out, and your asses will have to come out. Yeah. This is like a checkmate king move on his behalf, yo. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. He put everybody in checkmate, bro. Just straight up checkmate. And I'm good with it too. I am totally good with it. I'm on board. I support it. Oh, it's starting to get dark later. It's 6:30 and it's starting to stay dark. It's 6:30. There ain't no sun in my life right now. It's really dark out. Would a time change or some shit? No way. No way. Sorry, I'm in the death alley right here. The alley of you might not make it. You might not make it. Let me turn this so I can read. Raging Karen, that's exactly right. You should drive it. Yes. Focus. Yeah, sometimes I do, man. One woman. Get to his destination quicker. Rain is coming. The summer over. Pennies for the island. You know, they're saying that they think this winter is going to be like really horrid. That's what they're saying anyway. That's just what they're saying. They made a big deal out of it on the internet, of course. They made a big deal out of it on the internet. Said, oh God, we think the weather's weird all over the place. So our winter's going to be weird too. That's what they said. So we'll see. We'll see. If it's anything like 2021, I'll be super busy. That's for sure. We got to build out that we might start on right about then too, which of course that ends any version of me going on vacation that I had in my dreams. So once we break ground, I'm done for like 12 months at least. Depends how big of a facility we're going to build. We hadn't designed it yet. We're closing on the land this week. And that's been a little bit of a fight too. Closing on the land, that's been a little bit of a thing, bro. The guy that owns the land, he's delaying and tampering around and shit. It's very, very challenging to purchase land from somebody who's not trying to sell actively. Like we're trying to force this dude to sell his land. Or we're not like forcing him to. We're just, you know, impressing upon him the need for the quickness. Hold on, I'll read that in just a second. Just a second. I'll never understand why they want to be so close to me. Shit. Crazy. Crazy. Let me scroll back up here. Our high temps later this week for me in Iowa is forecasted to be in 63. Is that your high temps? In Iowa, 63 is the high. Is that just this week? Do y'all get hotter than that? I can honestly say I ain't never going to Iowa, bro. I'll just say it, I'm probably not going to go to Iowa given the parameters you have provided. Given those parameters, we were in 90s just the other week. All right, that's my flavor right there. 90 is like my thing. That's my go-to weather. About 95, that's good for me. I'm good. Humid, I don't care about none of that. I do care about it being hot though. I fucking hate being cold, bro. I absolutely hate it. One year I got really cold out in the desert and I was fucking freezing for like 2 fucking months. There was no access or options and shit, so I was just fucking freezing every night for like 2 fucking months. And I gotta tell you, after that, bro, cold ain't the same to me no more. I don't do nothing cold, bro. I might go out in it, get my work done and shit. But like, if I don't have no call and I don't have no work in the field and it's cold out, I don't know, bro. I probably ain't gonna be out there in the field. Which super sucks because we're gonna start that build dead ass in winter. Dead ass in motherfucking winter. Ugh. So if we close on the land this week, which has been kind of this kickball type thing, Bob, what's cracking, Bob? What's happening, bro? I'm doing it again. I don't care what day it is. Hey, Bob, I heard in Australia there's a bunch of kickback on the immigration thing, and all the folks in Melbourne are going fucking crazy about that shit. That's just the way I heard it. Them old big nosed white girls was talking mad shit on the internet, bro. Mad shit. Yeah, I seen that they were having parades and everything. They ain't dealing with them Indians no more, huh? They done with that shit? Why y'all acting like that, bro? Y'all should love everybody. I can't believe y'all. I can't believe Australians. They're saying that everybody around the world is starting to push back on this shit, and it's because Big Dick Trump. He brought his big ass banana out and wasn't afraid to say it, and now everybody's getting on board with that shit. Everybody's like, nah, bro. Yeah, Poland, one of them. Aussies ain't gonna play that shit. Aussies ain't gonna play that shit. Melbourne ain't gonna play that shit. Alright, so if this land deal fucking goes through, which is always a thing, like the city's involved when you purchase big spots of land and you plan to build and stuff. You gotta get permits out the wazoo. So until you own the land, it's not appropriate to go trying to make your build outs, like do your engineering, your MEPs and all that stuff, right? It's inappropriate to do that if you haven't actually closed on the land. So that'll be the very next thing that takes place. That's like the next step, right? And that's like a 90-day type thing. That's not a tomorrow type thing. To get your plans back, that takes a minute. And then those got to go before the city and all sorts of shit and get approved. And so to put something up like that building right there, you have like 6 months worth of legwork on the front end. So that's going to be your buying the land, doing your design, getting it approved from the city. We're going to do all that shit. And then we're going to break ground out there. Now, the moment we put a tractor out there to flatten that land, from then on, I am on duty at all times. And so I will stay with that build out until it's completed, and I will make damn sure that it's been built right. Yes, sir, that's what I do. Every trade that goes in there will have to cope with me checking their ball sacks. Ball sack check. Turn your face and cough, bitches. Every one of them gonna have to deal with me, yeah. And you know, I've been doing this a little while, so I'm a little good at it. And I just got to tell you that I can smell people cutting corners like 2 miles away, and they fucking hate that shit. They hate that shit. When people want to cut corners, bro, and you catch them and you straighten them up, ain't nothing that pisses them off more. What's up on that chocolate milk? I ain't checking my shoelaces around, Bruce. I'm just saying, bro. I really wish the world ends soon. I am super ready. What the fuck, Hector? God, doesn't seem close enough. Twin, hello, twin. Twin, bro. What you think about this? True moo. It's moolicious. It's twinlicious. Hey man, y'all been over to Twins page, bro? That chick is hot. She got like the best bangs on the planet too. And she be getting mad at me, bro. Like I go over there, I try to flirt her. She's like, psh, don't talk to me, bros. Don't talk to me. That's her. That's her. She probably already left. She always fast too. She just runs in here real quick, harasses me, and takes off. True moose situation. Hector, when Bruce Floyd goes to the Philippines, we're gonna live like kings. You're just way behind on the chat, Bruce. I typed that when you were talking about. We got 3i Atlas on the board. 3i Atlas is on the board. You know 3i Atlas is coming, right? So 3i Atlas is on the board. Look at that sexy ass thing right there, bro. Isn't that thing sexy as hell, bro? Ego. 765 CFMs. Pure fucking mayhem. Alright. Hold on, guys. I'm standing and stretching my legs because I'm elderly. I woke up this morning elderly, like insta-elder, right? Insta-elder. And now I'm like just drinking my chocolate milk at the back of the truck, just standing here. Insta-elder, bro. I don't know what happened. I'm 44. Yeah, I woke up this morning. It ain't got shit to do with all the other days, man. It was this morning only. I did. It was like, listen. Here's how it went. It was like 3:45, right? And I was like, so what? And that's when I realized I was old. All right, like I still woke up at the same fuck off time that I do every day, right? But this time I said, fuck off. And that's how I knew right then. I was like, damn, I'm old, bro. I'm acting just like them old folks do. I mean, yeah, we're at the job site. We're here. There's no obvious water leaks and all the electric is on, so those two are checked. We don't operate the HVAC here. This is what is known as a shell building. So we build a shell, and then the person that leases it comes in and custom builds their business inside it, including their HVAC. So that shit's out. I don't touch that shit. I used to. Then one of them didn't pay a bill once, and I just said, well, you know what? Next time you have an AC problem, I suppose you'll have to get it fixed. And so that shit irritated me. It's okay. We play it by the lease, boys. And so all the electric and stuff that you see right here, all of that is their stuff. You see this big box down here at the bottom? So that is called a wireway. Let me see. You see it? It's that big long one down at the bottom. You see it? You see it? That's called a wireway. And what we do is we bring electric from that transformer inside the bush there. It's in the bush. What kind of science transmission is STD? Alright, so then it comes underneath the ground here and it pops up right here. Right? Then it breaks into that long box at the bottom and it gives these people access. So number 100, 200, and 300, they drop straight down into it and get hard lined in. Then they put conduit going up and into the building. Oh, just a skank that tried to take advantage of me and got caught. Skanks do shit like that, bro. Yep, skanks do shit just like that, bro. It's funny because I put the bait out there. You see, when she takes the bait, she took the bait. Now, when she took the bait, and of course it was bait, so I knew the bait would be taken. So when she took the bait, I was like, guess what? We're not going to be chatting anymore. And she went fucking buck wild and has been acting like a fucking insane maniac ever since. So then she went and said some shit that was out of context. And so what she did, I used somebody's name as a point of reference as to when something had taken place, and in an effort to remind her that I fucking was there, I was like, you remember, because me and so were there, and what the fuck, what was this all about? And she went and told that someone that I had a problem with them, which was never the case. And so, it's that angry fucking thing where, angry fucking bitch can't fucking act right, and that was the problem in the first place, like, I'm gonna say this out loud. If you ever want to test somebody, put 15K in their hand and see what happens, right? Put 15K in their hand and they're gonna show you their true colors instantly. You put 15 fucking thousand pesos in their hand, bro, they're gonna show you their true colors instantly. And true to fucking form. Now, of course, there an emergency happened right then, right? And I was like, okay, cool. And I half let it go and kept playing the game. And then throughout the next like 6 days or something, too many things went too stupid. And when too many things go too stupid, it's because somebody's lying. It's not because life is stupid. It's because somebody is being flagrant, somebody is lying, somebody's not giving you all the information, too many questions. That's some things like that, right? Byron, what's up? I buy some drain cleaner at Home Depot, just work for a little bit. Byron, maybe you have a point there, but maybe you don't also. Maybe I only have to work for a little bit because I make sure to do work every day. You see how that goes? You see, like, sometimes people are like, oh, I'm only going to work once this week. And that person, they got to go to work for like 6 hours that day, just to catch up on everything. Me, shit, I do it every day, bro. Every day. I didn't understand the video too. Well, so the video was actually to my homeboy who decided to listen to her dumbass shit, which again was when I referenced his name in conversation with her, it was just to give her a pinpoint on when something took place that I was talking shit about to her, right? And so it was just a reference that, like, I was standing there, you fucking moron, like, this is what took place, and I was standing there, right? And so, to me, it wasn't a slight against that individual. It was trying to make sure her and I were on the same page as far as what I was fucking talking about. And clearly that clearly that didn't work out. Clearly that didn't work out. All right. So let's get to it. We got some more stuff here. Clearly that didn't work out. So angry Tampo girl ran her mouth, and then of course I got deleted and blocked, and there would have been only one reason to do that, and it would have been her. So no way that got missed. No way it was some other reason. It was all that. Now guys, I gotta blow this property down now. What's up, Ron? What's up, Ron? That's what I'm screaming, man. That's what I'm screaming, dude. If you go telling stories and shit, guess what? You have to remember those stories. You go telling stories, you better hope somebody can't be sitting there that's like, what are you talking about? Look. Better hope. Hang tight. I'm just out here doing some little minor cleaning and making sure all of our resources are intact. And this thing's super loud, so I try not to have to hurt y'all's ears with this nonsense. Super loud, so see, you hear it now, huh? You hear it now? How about that? How about that? 12 people in the house, 15 likes. Thank you. How y'all like our building? It's very nice, huh? These things, man, those big grassy looking bushes, man, I had to replace those twice, bro. Like twice. That shit's pissing me off. I had to pull all those dead ones. So the two at the top and that one right there, they survived. And then this bush right here, it survived too. This is from the replant. Like, this is when I planted, not the builder, right? Look at these. And this dude is doing real good, but you can see this fucker here, that one, we fucking died. How many work orders do you have today? I don't have any work orders. I just have work that I do. Just have work that I do. But, fantastic question. So, I am going to go build a desk. This came from the boss, and it's the new desk for, well, it's like a side desk. So the new accountant has a place to plop down at, catch up on stuff or something like that. Is going to be right in the boss's office. So I'm going to go knock that out too after I check these properties. Because somebody probably spray painted a dick on the wall somewhere. All right, let's blow this out now. Yeah, it's funny. My boss has never actually told me what I should be doing. He's never defined my role for me. So I have no idea what I should actually be doing. I just know I'm out here kicking ass and taking names, baby. Kicking ass and taking names. So my role is kind of weird. It's kind of weird. If I had to really describe it, I do everything in the field that he would normally do, except he doesn't have to go in the field because I do it. And it's everything. Everything. This particular structure is steel framing. So we did concrete and a big iron frame. You see the black framing? So this particular structure is steel, and then we did metal studs and the demising walls. That's the walls that separate the suites. So the wall between each suite is called a demising wall. And that demising wall is a fireproof wall. That's part of the demising language there. And so you get a fireproof wall, and it doesn't have regulations as to whether I use wood or I can use metal. I can use either product, whichever I feel like using. It just so happens that on this structure, we weren't building any of the interior space. This is what's referred to as a shell building. And so we build the shell structure, we put the drive-through in, the windows, the lights, everything outside, everything you need to access the building. We bring utilities up to the building, and then you bring it forward of there. So we bring water to the building. You build out the pipes to feed your suite and your bathroom and whatever you build there. Why do you keep asking that, Byron? Byron loves it when I go to Home Depot, bro. He's a Home Depot person. He loves it when I go to Home Depot. I got a curious one here. It's always curious people. They see me out here, they always want to come talk and shit. I'm always like, leave me alone. Leave me alone. All right, so we build a shell building. What's up, Twin? Guapa Twin is here, bro. Hey, Twin has like the best bangs, bro. Y'all need to go over to that channel. Free harassment to Twin. That's right. That's right. What's up, Cell? Hello. Hello. Kumusta ka, Cell. All right, so we build the shell structure, right? We don't put no signs. We don't put any of that shit. It's just bare bones shell structure. And the tenant that leases out the space That lady circled the building. It's not going to be because of me, though, right? And so we build the tenant space. We build the structure. The tenant builds out their business. When they do the lease for us, which is just a 10-year lease, whatever they're going to build, they submit drawings to us for. We, of course, look at them. And as long as the city has approved them and everybody has signed off on it, then we're happy to do business with you, you know. And so the tenant builds out whatever they are doing, whatever their business is. So it's literally lease space, is what it is. Yeah, I'm working today. Why not? Why not? Someone is eyeing you, my boy. I was going to. Like, Izat, what's happening, man? How's it going? Hello, ¿cómo está acá? So those of you with a mind to maybe follow some other business models or take a look at a business model, what we specifically do uh, is we go into cities that are upcoming, which means 10 years out, maybe 5, maybe. We purchase a plot of land and we look for a few things before we make this purchase, before we'll ever do the right amount of legwork to decide, right? And so we look for a Walmart and a hospital. All right, so those two things got to be in the city that's way the fuck out in the middle of nowhere, right? This will be out in fucking 45 minutes from anything, right? One of those type cities. But the land out there is cheap. And so that's the ticket, right? So you buy the land and you make sure to get ahead of the curve, right? Let's go to Home Depot. We will here in just a minute. We'll love that shit. I gotta get some bug spray anyway. So we buy the land at a very good rate. And you know what you do when you get that combination, and you can always walk right into the city planning office, all right? Listen, any of you, Hector, anybody, you fucking big dick up, go buy 4 coffees and walk into the city planning office and be like, hey guys, I'm Bruce fucking Wayne. Let's talk. And the city is very interested in that because you can create a tax base for them, right? A commercial, medical business. So they're very interested in talking to you. So they don't hold back at all. And so city planning will have the plans for the city for the next 10 to 20 years. We're talking about expansion. They know how many people are going to move in. They know how many houses they're going to build. They have all the zones zoned out, whether that be commercial, medical, industrial. And so, you know, they know about schools that they intend to build. And with these things, this information, you can make an educated guess on if your investment will pay back. That's right. That's right. So when we first built out here, we built this and we built this. So we built all the way back to that wall way back there, all the way out to the road first, right? So we didn't build this, we built that first. And then we built, you could see the pavement difference. You could see it. So we had this all there. And right there too, that's the other line right there. The heave in that parking spot. And so none of this was anything. This was just dirt. We had the run out there in between here and the bank. There's a drive right there. So we had that too, right? But all this just sat here as mud. And so we had that for 4 years or so, almost 5. And then We built this out at about year 3. And so this one kind of ultimately funded some of the build for this one. And this one was the same deal. We built the warehouse, but we didn't put the business in it. We aren't the business. And so they leased that from us. Don't think I have the negotiation skill though, Bruce. Land and other stuff. I also hate the city planning office. Well, fucking hate making money or something, Hector. Like, what the fuck do you want me to do about that, man? God. Look at that. Look at that tree. Fucking slut. This fucking skank ass tree right here. Look at this bitch, bro. How much you want to bet he's got a watering problem right here and doesn't know it? How much you want to bet? Look at this skank right here. This slutty ass tree got all her clothes off. All the other trees got clothing. Why, even this motherfucker here is looking a little fucking like, what the fuck? But, I mean, it's green. So it's clearly getting water, right? It's green. It's green. That's a lot of green, bro. But look at this bitch right here, bro. This little bitch. This little bitch. What the fuck happened to this thing? Let's see here. Oh. I mean, it's not dead, but it's not alive. I mean, I don't know, bro. It's a pretty good snap. Now then, it looks like it got struck by lightning, my guy. It's all black. What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? Did he get hit, bro? Look at this. All the bark is like exploded on it. And it's like black. No, that ain't shit. Oh God, it does come off. I wonder what happened, bro. Did somebody blowtorch my shit, bro? Fucking assholes. So you see that line right there? That's the property line. A wage cuck, bro. Did you say wage cuck? The wage cuck. The wage cuck. So, all right, let me finish, all right? So we will go into a city a little early. We do a lot of legwork. So we do our studies, we do our homework. And based on that homework, dude, if we find it viable to buy some land in there, we'll purchase land, all right? Now, of course, that's not the end of it. You can't just purchase land, you know. Then you got to have like an alternative plan with that land, right? Or then you've just invested a lot of money, right? And so, buy the land and you hold it for probably 2 to maybe 5 years. Begins to increase in value, you make a determination based on your zoning on what you should build or what you can build. It just so happens that medical can always go inside commercial, so independent small doctor's offices and things, right? And our forte is catering to medical. That's also where the most money is, ladies and gentlemen. So our business model revolves around commercial property is the long and the short. It's not always medical. Like here where I'm standing right now is not medical at all. Nothing medical here. Pretty much all the other stuff is, but there's nothing medical here. And we build a shell space. And so we don't know what businesses will be attracted to come build out there. It might be a Subway. It might be a snow cone shop. It might be a workout place. We don't fucking know. How do we fucking know? You know, we just know that nobody will come if you do not build it. So Kevin Costner, Field of Dreams, if you build it, they will come. And guess what? Guess what? This shit is 100% factual. 100%. So if you build a strip center, you see it over there, people will just come fucking rent it. They don't care what you charge, nothing. Every one of them will be leased up and somebody will be in it. So, you know, the idea is that you set up a property that maybe is going to pay you enough back that you can really reinvest that money. And so you build a shell, just a bunch of empty suites with front doors on them. There's only concrete. We didn't even put the floors. We didn't put shit up in them motherfuckers, but some conduit so they could run their communication lines through the building. So we have conduit that goes from outside to inside specifically for communications. They dealt with their own other conduit, so electric and all that stuff. HVAC, duct work, everything. We don't know where their bathroom's gonna be. We don't know where their plumbing needs to be. We don't know where their electricity needs to be. We don't know shit. It's an empty ass spot. So basically you pay for the fancy look outside, the landscaping. You pay for the transformer and, you know, the wireway at the side of the building. You enable the tenant to build something. You get them halfway there, you know. Then when they do the build out, right, they have typically 90 days to start and finish their project. And if they don't finish, then they do not get the certificate of occupancy from the city, and we throw them the fuck out. And that's it. So then their stuff, everything that they have built, stays ours. And so there's some drawbacks. The disadvantage I do see is when you overly custom build something, it makes it hard to lease out if that business fails. And the type of changes that need to be made for a new business to come in, they might exceed the cost that new business wants to invest. But for the most part, this gig is really fantastic. And once a building is established, then you really don't have the same amount of work that you do while it's being built, right? So while it's being built, I got a fuck ton of things that I'm looking after. Irrigation, landscape beds, how did the brickwork come out, the aluminum, the sealing of the structure, just it's all these things, bro. And it's cool. It's cool. They all build a building, right? At the end, all these components, right? And so, you know, for me, once the building is complete, the workload at that building goes down quite a bit. And so as an owner, you would experience just a much, much, much easier time after you get built out, right? And so my responsibilities lay to keeping the tenant in business, ensuring that they can run and operate every day. I deal with anything that the tenant needs. So if they call because there's a plumbing problem, I deal with it. If they got a question about their lease, I deal with that too. You know, so I'm really involved in every aspect. After they lease and they begin their building process, the custom individual business, I am there for all of that as well. So I work with their general contractor. I basically know everything about every building, every trade there is. I know about it. I stood there with them. I watched it. I know what they did. I know who was drunk on the job site that day. I know who smokes a lot of pot. I got the whole shebang, bro. But it is a lot of political work. It's not me hammering stuff and turning the wrench. It's me knowing about all those trades, and it's me going out there and being there, boots on the ground when they're doing stuff, you know? And all of this is an effort to protect the owner. So I am start to finish. I deal with the engineers when they pull together a diagram for us, the MEPs. I'm the one that's in there talking about heat loads and occupancies and ADA compliance and which way is this door going? Why is it going into that room like this instead of out into the hall? Blah, blah. I'm the dude. When we're picking air conditioners, I'm the dude that's standing there like, don't fucking pick that one. Good God, don't pick that one. And don't pick that team either. They are not allowed at our facility. And so I look at all of the proposals for the general contractor as well. It's a real shitstorm is what it really is. I am hated more than I am loved. I'll put it like that. I am hated more than I am loved. Hands down, unequivocal, no doubt. I am hated more than I am loved. A phone call from me means there is a problem. Like, so if you're a contractor or general or a sub and you get a phone call from me, it's not for no fucking reason. It's not to say happy birthday and shit, bro. It's just not that. It never is. Now, I might call you to pay you. I might call you to tell you a good job. But there's only one other reason I call, bro. And that's because there's a fucking problem, bro. I am Mr. Problem. And I'm also Mr. Let's Get It Solved. Right now. Right now. Yippee-ki-yay, bitches. Yippee-ki-yay. Get to it now. You see what's happening in front of us here? We're about to drive right into the gray. Sorry guys, I talk a lot, but I hope you're taking this in because it doesn't take much to buy 2 acres in a far off city and sit on it a little while. 5 acres at $5,000 an acre ain't much, and you can get a loan for that from the bank, no problem. Bank will hand it right to you. And so, you know, just an idea, guys. I can tell you, I went probably 6 months riding around with the boss of us just fucking looking at land and trying to make a determination on where we should go, why we shouldn't go that far, this, that, and the other, and, you know, how to saturate that area and have a, you know, a solid practice there before. So, you know, one of the things that we do with the medical side of the business, which is what fuels the rest of this. He's a surgeon. You know, we saturate, so we leased space in Mansfield for 2 years prior to building the building. So we bought the land, but we didn't break ground on it, right? So we were just sitting on the land. You can always sell the land off. You hearing me? I hope you guys are hearing me. So you invest into the land, you mow it the fucking once a month or whatever it is. It's bullshit. Right, and it doesn't cost all that much. Not with those big field mowers and shit. They're only out there 2 hours, bro. They can't charge you very much for that. And so, you know, as long as you haven't built on the land, guess what? You're going to be able to sell the land. Boom, gone. No problem. No problem, like wildfire. And so you're never going to lose out on land, right? And then the other thing is by saturating, by building your business there in a lease space, you begin to get clientele and get your name out in the area, right? And so we did that for 2 years, and then we built 28,000 square foot Mansfield location. So you see, you go about it kind of strategically, and lo and behold, it works out really well. You know, you just got to do your legwork. Make a few sound choices and you know, have a relatively good plan. Now in the future, when you go to actually build something like the shell building itself, you will probably need an anchor tenant, somebody that signs up with you sight unseen, somebody that wants to build a business. And sometimes that's easy to find, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's necessary, and sometimes it's not. It just depends on what kind of structure you're talking about, and if the bank is too far into it to go without a guarantor. Maybe the bank doesn't want to give you $5 million because, God, what are you building, right? Maybe the bank will give you $1 million without you needing a tenant, like an anchor tenant. So typically you don't even flip the bill for the build out, right? You go in and McDonald's is going to lease this end of the building from you, and they're your anchor tenant, and you build the rest of the structure off the back of that. You get a loan from the bank off that, and you put up some capital, don't get me wrong, but typically you're not actually all that out of pocket, especially after you've done your first turn and burn, right? So that building back there that I showed you, that we built it first and then we later got rid of it, right? So the entire property short of the actual strip center, remember I told you we had the roads out to the edge, we had the parking lot to that point, the rest of it was just dirt, right? So getting to that point ran us $4.2 million. All right. Now we sold at $8 million. All right. So there you go. Over the 5-year period, we basically got $4 million back on our investment, minus your cost, your time, all that shit. You're gonna find that run about $2.5 million. So over the 5-year period, we cleared 1.5 on that structure, and that's clean and clear. I bet it was more like 2.5. I don't get to see those sales numbers and how our back figuring on the costs go. I can just try to figure it out. So we leased the place at $35,000 a month. So we were making money against the lease even while paying the bank back. But you see how that first property could really change the manner in which you proceed to the next property. Boom, boom, that first turn and burn. Now that didn't happen to be our first, so we knew what we were doing going into it, so we just executed a plan. But the long and the short is land is the best investment that there is above all things. Above gold, above IRAs, above all that shit. You do the right amount of legwork, and you will know without any doubt if an area in town is going to increase in value. There is no versions of, God, this area didn't increase. Like, that doesn't happen. We're humans. We just keep growing. We keep consuming. We keep building. We need more and more and more. And it's kind of like health. You know, there's two things that humans need. We need health and we need dwellings, bro. We need dwellings. If you can make them affordable, dwellings for businesses, dwellings for our homes, if you have figured out a way to make them goddamn affordable, you can do really, really well with a little bit of drive, a little bit of enthusiasm. I mean, you guys hear how I talk about this stuff, right? Like, I'm into it. I like it. And I'm not the one that gets all these dividends either. I'm just the one that has gotten to be a part of it. And you know, I'm the low man on the totem pole. I'm the gutter boy, bro. And so the idea that I have been able to be a part of something like this and you know, have learned from it so thoroughly is really, really unique. When I first started this shit, there's plenty of shit I didn't know, bro. I didn't know shit about no air conditioners, fucking ceiling tiles, fucking rafters. What the fuck, dude? I had built some stuff before, but not full-scale fucking medical buildings, you know? Talking about sheds and dog houses, fucking foundation repair, window replacement, siding. Yeah, I had concrete pours and stuff. I hadn't really sat on a full-size building and did every trade until I did this. And so that was a learning curve. Now, I've been doing this a while though, so that's why I'm good at it now. All right, man, get some breakfast in you. Get some breakfast in you. Where are we going to? We're going to one of the clinics to build a desk. What's up, twin? Let's go to sleep. All right, go to sleep, twin. I don't even know what sleep is. We could go back there if you want. Byron, we're going to go build a desk for the new accountant that's coming in this week, so he has a place to plop down at. We're just gonna squeeze him in on a wall because we don't have much space. We're all spaced up. We're filled up everywhere. We don't have anywhere to put him. We're getting him like a sweet adjustable desk. Put him in the boss's office. Get him lined out. But I'm happy to do that shit too. Boss called me yesterday on that. As a matter of fact, he called me last night, so I knew it was important to him. So he reaches out to me on a Sunday on a holiday weekend. I said, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you should too. So if you have a boss and he calls, you make sure that you are his most useful tool. The most useful tool in the arsenal is me, bro. How you stay relevant. That's how you stay employed. That's how you stay good. That's how you stay green, baby, green. Yes, sir. So we are in Fort Worth. Maybe you get to see a few things as we drive by a little bit. I don't know. Right into the gray, baby. I like it. Well, that camera is looking nice. It's all crisp and sharp. I like it, dude. I think it's looking good, man. Go camera. Go camera. Labor Day, ain't nobody out, bro. Nobody's out. This is just me driving. I'm the only one that was like, let's go to work today. Nah, I mean, there's some places still open. Gas stations, grocery stores. Some places will open up here in a little bit too. Furniture places, anybody that sells anything, they're gonna be open today for sure. For sure. They all have Labor Day sales going on, sales events. gonna skip breakfast and drink these chocolate milks instead. There's a lot of stupid people in Texas too. They cut across your bow. She made it, of course, but gosh, why? There's nobody even behind me. I need to get like some sort of more stable mount for my phone. Thing's wobbling everywhere, bro. The arm on this thing is like, oh god. It is like 15 inches tall though. I understand why it's wobbling, but I need to get something that's more stable, bro. Dave Trains, what's happening? What's happening? Dave Trains, this is Como, Texas. Como, Fort Worth, Texas. Como, like the hardest hood that we have in South Fort Worth. East side is worse than this. But this is second in line of the badness. Como, Texas, right here next to us. They even got their own little local JPS right here. John Peter Smith Hospital right here, the local branch. Viola Pitts, Como. I don't even know who Viola Pitts is, but she got her name on all sorts of shit in Como. I ain't stopping at this light if it changes and going. Yes, sir. Rebellion. Alright, what you up to, man? About to go build a desk over here on the other side of the tracks. And guess what? Right on the other side of the tracks, you know what they did? They put the wealthiest neighborhood, buildings, and medical district in Fort Worth, which is called Clear Fork. They put the wealthiest one in here, right next to the hood. And guess why? Guess why they zone it like that? So the wealthy can pay the taxes, compensate for those that aren't. Ah, did you know that that's how that worked? Did you know that that's why redistricting is so important? Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Put this shit right up against the hood. You put buildings and stuff like this. And they pay extreme taxes both against the business and the property, hence restoring the tax base to the area and compensating on behalf of those who can't. So every medical district you ever go to, you'll find that there's a hood right next door. Go and see. Go and fucking see, bro. Go and see. I ain't lying. I ain't got shit to lie about. Go and see for yourself. It makes sense. Why do you think that? It's okay. I like to have open topic conversations. Like, all right, so that makes sense to you from a financial standpoint, right? from like a financial standpoint, it's like, all right, well, how do we get the money back? Like, what do we do to, get back on board here, right? Like, so how do we keep revenue coming into the city so we can see to the city services, things like that, right? So, you say financially, it makes sense because we naturally pick up kind of where the slack is for the next person, right? And so what happens to the hood then? And so the hood no longer has any effective incentives such as, here in Fort Worth, we have what is referred to as independent school districts. And so we stay independent of the federal government. And that's mostly what you want in life. You want less government. And, you should be aiming for that. And so long as you can conduct that, hey, Chess, then you're doing better, especially in the world of education, especially there. Aha. I'm here. Hello, hello. Bruce has entered the building. So, when I say incentives, our independent school district, right, it's directly fueled and funded by the local taxes. Those paying taxes right next door to it. Where is the desk? And so if you no longer have to mess with that, right? Then somebody else does it for you. Right. Now all of a sudden you're like, forget about it. Forget about it. What do we have here? And so it's kind of inappropriate on any length of time. Those people have to do better because their neighborhoods and everything depends on it. Pretty much everything depends on it. Yeah. All right. Enough show and tell, huh? Enough show and tell. Enough show and tell, huh? Who likes show and tell, bro? Who likes show and tell? Who likes show and tell, bro? Who likes show and tell? All right, let's get to it, people. There's our bitch right there. And it looks like we might have a chair to go with it. What is this other thing here? Who knows, but we'll build all this shit. Let's see what we can do here about getting y'all a view, huh? Getting y'all a view. How's that? That looks like that's going to be about it, boys and girls. La, 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 la. Let's do this. Ooh, that is not the right one, bro. That is not what I wanted. Here we go. Ooh, boy. This is a real cardboard box it is. Then I have this kind of not at all. It's all What's up, people? What's up? Y'all watching me work? Britt Panay, hello. Hello. Hello, twin. You watch me work, Twin? Twin don't know who Tom Brady is. 10 people watching this? Ugh. Can't stand these sorry ass directions. Why does everything come with like the worst directions? And the worst tools? That's what I got to work with. A 3-finger Allen wrench. It ain't even a 4-finger one. Sweet deal. What's up, people? What's up, people? It's exciting. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ali Ali. What's up, yo? 11 people in the house. That's that. Yeah, she talked about putting that bar in there. Got to get the expansion going. All right, sweet. Let's go put this where we need it. We have to adjust. we do have a chair to build as well. What's up, people? 26 likes. Hello, hello. Oh my God, forgot. This for his dad's. All right, let's build a chair, bro. Let's build a chair. Good rule of thumb, if it came with a tool, just tape it to the bottom of it. That way you always have that tool. Take you some tape, put the tool in the tape, tape that to the bottom of the structure. Let's build a chair. Let's get it. I like building chairs, bro. Like that shit. Let's go. These are weighing me down. My leg is too. Yeah, come on, boo-boo. I like it. I like it a lot. What's up, people? Chairs always have the most trash with them, dude. Just absolute trash. Yeah, it's all for something, you know, it's got a point, but to me, it doesn't. What's up, people? Ain't no chat broken. So nobody's chatted in a minute since Alibaba. Let me see if chat's just broken. Nope, chat's not broken. What's up, people? Doesn't tear out very easy. What's up, yo? Pogs, what's happening? The pressure is on. I don't know how long I've been here already, like an hour and a half or some shit. However long that desk took. Bullshit on us desk. It's a good desk. They're cool. They raise up and down. That's what the power's all about. A little switch right there. You see what it is? Up and down, up and down. What did I do? Throw away the instructions? Is that what I did? This is super sweet instruction manual. It's like hard as a rock, yeah. Pages are like postcards, bro. Installation manual. It's pretty humid in this building. Not it is. Let's go. With this one, we got a whole toolkit. Super. Screwdrivers just don't work. La, 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 la. no. What? Hello, my friend. Hello. He said 20 minutes. Dang. Dang, bro. That ain't even right, bro. 20 minutes. Hey. Okay. 20 minutes. From now? I get it from now, right? 20 minutes? Let's go, my dude. That was too much. That'll cost me time for sure, bro. Just joking. Oh, not quite, not quite. Hey, wait. Nanny, nanny, boo, boo. I forgot something. How you like that? Left something off. I sure did. It down at the bottom there. I left that thing off. This. Ha. It's mine now, bro. What's up, Angel? No, everything else is right, but this is like the guard that goes down at the legs down there. Fucking thing. Nah, I'm not done yet. I've got this ridiculous piece here that kind of ridiculous. And then we're pretty much done. Now, I don't know what time I got here, but I feel like I've been here forever. That's it, folks. Bleep, bleep, bleep. I ended up with one spare part. Just one. Only one. Only one. That can only be one. Oh, you slut. Why would you do that? Oh, yeah. How you like that? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We need tall desk. Okay. What's this? My man, you are all set. My man, you are set up for success. How about that? How about that? Going good, champ. It's all right. Here's something for you, bro. Here's something for you. Something everybody can appreciate. Something else be appreciated right here, huh? Huh? Can appreciate this dude right here. Hell yeah. Who's that, Pogs? Who's that? Who's that number 94 there, huh? Yeah. Who's that? He's gonna need power. I gotta get that dude some power. Power, 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 power. Power. And I'm gonna slide this sofa over some. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. La 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 la. All right, that works. Clean up all these boxes and stuff. And we are at 8%. Bro, I hope I get in the truck before this thing dies. Oh no, rugby. Golly. Man, fall apart fast playing rugby. Hell yeah. I'll be right back. All right, let's go. What's up, yo? What's going on, man? Sorry to you, my phone died and shit. It's probably gonna die again, so I'm probably gonna have to end the stream. Something about it, like the live stream juices the shit out of the phone, dude. Even plugged up to the charger in the car, it doesn't fly. I don't know. My charger's like weak in the car or something, bro. Maybe it's only like a fucking 8 volt or some shit. Ah, but 28 likes, no copyrights, bro. That's like a win for me. And we've been going for some minutes too. Some minutes. So I'm gonna call it a day while I still have some battery to end it. And thank you all for coming and watching me work on this wonderful Labor Day. Y'all enjoy. Be good. We'll see you next time. Peace.